It's a sweltering Saturday evening in the Deep South as the league's top-scoring team, the South Georgia Tormenta, welcome the league's stingiest defense, forward Madison FC, to Statesboro for a critical USL League One late-season matchup. My name's Mike Jenkins, and as we look at the standings this evening for USL League One, forward Madison FC has 2-2-1 in their last 5 games, good enough for 4th place, and looking steady as we approach the postseason. Tormenta is 2-3 in their last 5 and have slipped off the pace after dropping last weekend's match in Charlotte. They now sit in 8th place, 5 points behind Greenville for the 6th and final playoff spot. For the Tormenta, it all begins with their offense, and in those moments, they look towards Keziah Sterling to lead the way. The former England Youth International and Tottenham product leads the team with 7 goals this season. He is back in the lineup tonight after missing last week's game against Charlotte with an injury. Sterling looking to add to his season total to bury some more tonight against forward Madison FC. For Madison, the engine room is operating at maximum efficiency as Jaden Onan put in 2 stellar performances that saw him named the USL League One Player of the Week. The Englishman and former Sheffield Wednesday man created 2 assists during Madison's games last week. For Madison to secure the points tonight, they will be looking to Onan to create some more magic in the final third, either producing goals or scoring them himself. Fans have come from far and wide to see this important late season match. Madison at Tormenta. It's Paws and Claws night coming from Statesboro, and we have it right here for you. Coming up next.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations, Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success.
Welcome back to Optum Sports Madison Field here in Statesboro, Georgia, for tonight's contest between South Georgia Tormenta and the visiting forward Madison FC. Third meeting between these two teams this season. They've split their earlier meetings with each other, with the road team coming away with the points on both occasions. The Tormenta won the last meeting 4-1 on the road in Madison at Breeze Stevens Field on Wednesday, July 26th. Forward Madison FC won the first match between the two by a score of 1-0 on the road here at Optum Sports Madison Field on Wednesday, June 28th. Overall, forward Madison holds the edge. 6 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses against Tormenta in their League One histories. We look at the lineups tonight. First for South Georgia Tormenta. As we said, it all starts with Keziah Sterling up top. Number 9 is the man for them as they look to bury home some goals this evening. for the Tormenta. Nemhard, Kilween, Knutson, and Akoto in the back. Corey, Heckenberg, Murphy, and Akale across the front. Lineup for forward Madison FC. It all starts at the back with them with Shipman, who leads the USL League One with 9 clean sheets this season. Moving left to right, Kroll, Osman, Meal, and Payne in the back for forward Madison. In the midfield, Gebhard, Macias, Wheeler, Amanu, and Bartman. And up top, there's that man, Jaden Onen, alongside Christian Cheney, forward Madison's leading goal scorer. As we get prepared here for kickoff, last minute instructions for the Tormenta from their keeper, TJ Bush. As we look at the keys to the game this evening, we'll start with the Tormenta. Just win, baby. Talking to Coach Ian Cameron earlier this week, he didn't really care how they got to win, but they know that they need to win and win a lot as we head towards the end of the season to get into the playoffs and share the load. If you look at the goal-scoring prowess of Tormenta, they have one guy with 7 goals, but they have 4 guys with more than 5 goals that helps them lead the entire league in scoring. You look at forward Madison, they're road warriors. They've been here already and taken points already this season from Tormenta. That's a mentality that their coach, Matt Glazer, tried to make sure that they had built from the preseason as we're underway from Statesboro. Had a ball across the middle for Tormenta. Early shot by Sterling, deflected, and Madison looks to play out. They play it back. Here's Shipman. Plays it out wide. As they look up top, and here's Cheney for Madison. Plays it back as they look to switch, but nothing there for Bartman as he plays it out wide. And they look to play back across the center. Wheeler Amanu plays it back all the way now to the center back. Here's Kroll. Kroll playing it back for Osman. Osman to Meal. As they play it all the way across the back to Kroll as he looks forward. Kroll trying to play long over the top. Looking for Cheney, can't find him. Headed out by the Tormenta and out of play. That will be a Madison throw-in. Early on here, first minute from Statesboro. Forward Madison looking to continue their good play this season. As they play it back, here's Osman to his central defense partner, Meal. Here's Kroll for Madison. Trying to play long over the top, trying to catch Onen with a run. Great play by Onen to let the ball go, tries to cross it. Played out by the Tormenta. That's going to be a forward Madison corner kick. Nice play there coming back on defense by Deshaun Nemhard to clear that ball out of danger. Now Tormenta will have their first corner of the match to take it. Nassim Bartman for forward Madison. Bartman near post, headed out by the Tormenta. And now played out towards midfield as Tormenta clear it from danger. Shipman out to play it. Gives it to Wheeler Amanu. Surveys the field. To Kroll. Wheeler Amanu. Kind of the captain in that engine room for forward Madison. As they play it around the back. Kroll back to Osman. And now Mel plays it long, or Osman plays long over the top. A little bit too far and out of play. That's going to be a goal kick. Searching deep that time. Could not find him as Tormenta put it back in play. Here's Murphy for Tormenta. Plays it up. Akoto moving up from his right defensive position. Beats 2 men. Looks to cross towards the center. does. Shot just wide. Akale off a nice play by Akoto, breaking down that right-hand side. Shoots it just wide. Best chance for Tormenta or either team so far. Nemhard sets Shipman set to put it back into play. 4 minutes in, still tied at 0-0 between Tormenta and forward Madison FC. Out of play goes for a Tormenta throw-in. Here's a Kodo for the Tormenta. Ball headed out of play. Looks like it'll be a forward Madison throw-in. Pretty open start for both teams here. Both have had chances down at the other end. Corner kick for forward Madison and Akale's wide shot for Tormenta. Throwing back. Makes his way over to Mel. Looks upfield. Finds Bartman. Here's Bartman with a deft touch. Putting it by the defender. Crosses. Looking for Onan and cleared out by the Tormenta defense. Here's Payne. Plays it back for Mel. Back to Payne. Looking in tight. Foul there on Tormenta. Take a quick look at a replay here. As Bartman cuts by. That's Nemhart. Ball's played out. Nice play there by the Tormenta defense. It's going to be a free kick from about 20 yards out, and it looks like Cheney is going to step up to take it for forward Madison. Nice movement there by the Flamingos, one of the colorful nicknames of any team in the USL League One. Cheney set to take it for Madison. Cheney whips it in. Off the post, it looked like may have gotten a piece of it. Bush could have gotten a hand to it, but right off the post and out of danger. Here's Tormenta playing it forward. Nemhard tries to play it, but plays it out of play. And free kick from Cheney. Bends it around the wall, off the post. Closest we've come to a goal so far this evening. It's Gebhardt for Madison. It's Coach Glazer looking for one-touch passing, keeping it moving. He talked earlier this week about how they like to come to Statesboro and play on this surface. Feels it suits their team's ball possession needs. Here's Gebhardt. Kodo gets his foot in there, knocks it away. Gebhardt plays it back. That's Osman. Looking out wide. Eventually falls to Bartman. Bartman looking in the box. Delivers, looking far post, headed out by Knutson. And now Tormenta look to break. Here's the Kodo. Plays it back. This is Murphy for the Tormenta as he looks to reset. 8 minutes in, both teams with good chances so far here in Statesboro. Still 0-0 between the Tormenta and Madison. Gebhardt plays it back. Kilwine to Murphy. And now back to Knutson. Kilwine looks up the field, plays it over to Nemhard. It's up the wing and finds Curry. Curry fouled. Payne got into him from behind and now is going to get a talking to from the referee this evening, Joe Sergin. We look at this replay of the foul. Corey cuts it back, and Payne goes right into the back of him. Easy call for the referee as the Tormenta look to put it back in play. Here's Murphy. Murphy finds a Kodo. Plays it all the way back. Kilwine finds Murphy again, who looks all the way across the field and looks to switch it. Able to find Curry. Corey looks in the center, hits it, goes wide. That'll be a Madison goal kick. Up and down action so far here from Statesboro. Temperature at kickoff 88 degrees, but the humidity in the mid to high 80s as well makes for a difficult evening for these boys if they haven't stayed hydrated. Shipman looks to put it back into play. Long over the top, looking for Cheney. Doesn't win the first one, but wins the second one. Ball played up by the Tormenta. That's Fonseca. But the ball rolls all the way back to Madison. As the Flamingos reset. Here's Kroll. Osmond surveys, plays it out wide to Payne. Playing long over the top, looking for Onan. Ball's headed out by Kilwine for a Madison throw-in. Bartman plays it back for Payne, and now back to Bartman. Looking for Payne up the wing. That ball's gonna roll out of play for a Tormenta throw-in. Talking about Bartman with Coach Glazer this week, talking about how when he moves all over the field, he's been really good lately at being active and multi-dimensional and multifaceted and really kind of spearheading the attack for Madison this season. And here comes Akale to Akoto. Akoto cuts it inside, tries to play it for the man of the hour. That Sterling can't get it to him. Here's Payne. Plays it up, looking for Wheeler Amanu, who gets it back from Cheney. Looks out wide. And Bartman plays it back to Payne. Thanks for joining us here in Statesboro. Mike Jenkins, pleased to be with you this evening. In a critical contest in League One between Forward Madison and the South Georgia Tormenta. Both sides have had their chances in the first 10-plus minutes, rattling the post for Madison on a shot by Cheney from a free kick. Closest we've come. Here's Onan. Shoots, save, rebound, Cheney, goal! Forward Madison FC. Christian Cheney strikes again, his 8th of the season for Madison to give them a 1-0 lead on the road in Statesboro. We look at the replay. Onan starts it to Gebhard, back to Onan. He takes his shot, great save by Bush, and Cheney's there, the man of the hour with the rebound, putting it into the back of the net to give the visiting team the 1-0 lead. Now, one of the keys to the game was for Forward Madison to score first. They believed if they scored first, that they would be able to set their defense behind and look for opportunities to play on the counter, and now they've got that very important early goal as Cheney scores in the 12th minute. And that's where Forward Madison has been deadly this season, is on the counter attack. We saw it there on the break. Onan, USL Player of the Week, starting the play. Great save by Bush, but Cheney there to knot it home. 1-0 Madison. Here's Kilwine for Tormenta. Nemhard back to Kilwine as Tormenta look to build from the back. Murphy drops back, looks long over the top. Ball's headed out by Payne, but only to Akale. Akale shoots, blocked. Akale gets it back. Plays it wide. Here's Sterling, tries to cross it. Ball played out by the Forward Madison defense. Great play by Osmond. It's going to be a Tormenta corner kick. Ball headed back by Payne, only as far as Akale. Another danger man for Tormenta. Plays a nice ball to Sterling. Sterling tries to cross it back instead of taking the shot. And both defenders for forward Madison. Osman and Kroll were there to play it out of play. Here is Akale with the corner. Looking far post. Ball headed out by Madison. Here comes a shot back in. Kicked out again by a Madison defender, only as far as Akale. Akale plays it. Finds Corey. Corey tries to cross. Once again played out by forward Madison. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be a Tormenta throw-in. Fast action down in the forward Madison end. Tormenta look to respond. Here's a Kodo. Stripped. Here's Bartman for forward Madison. Gebhardt tries to clear it. Trying to find Cheney and does. Cheney plays it off his chest. Fouled there by Tormenta, by Heckenberg. His first action of the evening. As Heckenberg is whistled for the foul, and forward Madison will take their time to put this one back into play. Nice response by Tormenta as they look to equalize right after the goal scored by Cheney to give forward Madison the 1-0 lead. Here's Payne for forward Madison. Here's Meal. Looks up top. Line drive looking for Cheney long. Can't find him as the ball is headed around. And finally played by Tormenta to Akale. Great shoulder by Akale. Osman comes in, no call. As Sterling was looking for the foul. No joy from the ref. Here's Wheeler Amanu. Plays it back to Macias, and now back to Meal. Macias to Wheeler Amanu. All the way across to Kroll. As he looks forward, looking for a man, finds Gebhardt. Here's Onan coming back to get the ball over to Wheeler Amanu. Here's Macias. Here's Payne. Is Madison putting some passes together as they look to possess and try to break Tormenta down. 17th minute here in Statesboro, 1-0 forward Madison on a Christian Cheney goal in the 12th minute to give the visiting team the 1-0 lead. Here's Macias. Wheeler Amanu back to Macias as he looks forward. Plays it out wide. Bartman plays it back to Payne. As forward Madison, impressive with the possession. Putting together pass after pass. Trying to open up gaps in the Tormenta defense. Here's Payne. Playing it long over the top. Looking for an on-running Macias, but plays it too long and the ball's headed back to Bush, the keeper for Tormenta. He rolls it out to Knutson, who plays it across to Kilwine and now to Nemhard. Long over the top, looking for Corey, and he finds him. Payne trying to chase Corey down, gets there, but Corey with some fancy footwork gets by Payne. Corey into the box, looking across. Goal, Tormenta. That looked like Corey potentially off a defender into the net. We'll have to look at the replay. But Sterling was in the area as well for Tormenta as they answer here in the 18th minute to make it 1-1. Corey, fantastic footwork to get by Payne. He gets into the box. Looks like he was going to cross it. Might have gone off Sterling, but it looks like it's Corey off of potentially Osman. We'll have to take another look at that replay to see if Corey is going to be credited with that goal, and he is. Jackson Corey credited with. We're getting corrected up here in the box. Looking like an own goal as Corey ended up playing it. It looked like off of Osman and into the back of his own net. Bottom line, Tormenta needs wins. Coach Cameron said any way that they can get them, and that's one way to do it. An own goal scored, looks like by Osman. It's going to give Tormenta the ability to now see that ball out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick, but Tormenta now has knotted it up at 1. Looks like the whistle may have been for an offside. Instead of the ball going out of play, it was a Tormenta free kick as they put it back into play. 1-1 here in Statesboro. Looking long, here's Sterling, plays it back. This is Corey. Dispossessed there by Macias. Looks out wide for Payne. There's Bartman clattered into by Nemhard. We'll take another look at this goal in slow-mo. Here's Corey. Again, beats Payne. Fantastic job there. Get into the box. Looks like it's off Osmond. And that's going to be an own goal. Hate to see those go in as a defender. But Osmond is going to be the one credited with scoring the own goal. 1-1 here in Statesboro. Second hard foul there by Nemhard in the first 20 minutes. Referee goes and speaks with him, but no card issued. Here's forward Madison as they play it wide to Kroll. Wheeler Amanu to Osmond, now out wide to Meal. Payne off of the Tormenta, out of play. It's off of Corey. Throw in by Bartman, back to Meal. Here's Osmond. Wheeler Amanu, off his foot, off his hand, no call. Plays it wide. Here's Kroll. Kroll, Gebhardt. Wheeler Amanu now back to Kroll, who continued his run. He's looking up, can't find an on-rushing Christian Cheney. And Newton steps in, plays it out wide to Akoto, looks long over the top, only to find Osmond back there for forward Madison FC. Yeah, that Tormenta goal came at the end of a spell of possession for forward Madison, in which they must have put 30 or 40 passes together. But that's what the Tormenta does. They can strike and strike quickly. And Coach Ian Cameron said that they play on the counter just about as good as anybody in this entire USL League One. Out wide, here's Payne. Plays it back for Meal, who turns it over. Second or third sloppy turnover by forward Madison in the last couple of minutes. Kale looking forward for Sterling, too far. Shipman comes out and gathers, ending a potential dangerous situation for Tormenta. Rolls it out for Osmond. Plays it out wide for Kroll. Into the middle. Wheeler Amanu. Plays it out wide for Payne. And forward Madison once again, putting a series of passes together as they look to build. Wheeler Amanu playing it back for Meal. Here's Macias for Osmond. Looking long over the top. Ball headed out by Kilwine. Over the top, and here's Akale with space. Akale tries to play it through. Can't find Sterling. Nice play by Osmond to knock it away. Here's Wheeler Amanu. Had a stint in the USL Championship with Phoenix Rising FC. Now plying his trade at forward Madison. Long play over the top. Looking for Gebhardt, long run. Akoto lets it go. Tries to see it out of play and does. That's going to be a goal kick. Nice play by Akoto for the Tormenta. 24th minute here in Statesboro. Optum Sports Medicine Field. Tormenta 1, forward Madison FC 1. Here's Murphy. Finds Akale, who falls down, turns it over. Akale gets up slowly. Here's Macias, looking long. Nice play there. by Pedro Fonseca to get back and knock that away for Tormenta. Ball comes back to forward Madison as they look to play forward. Here's Meal. Payne continues his run. Played too far along there by Macias, though. And Nemhard will see that one out for another Tormenta goal kick. '24th minute here in Statesboro. I'm Mike Jenkins. Thanks for joining us this evening. Forward Madison FC on the road here at South Georgia Tormenta. 1-1 here in an action-packed first half. Both sides having multiple chances to build on the scoreline. Here's Corey. Plays it back for Nemhard. Play it all the way back to the keeper, Bush. Knutson. For Kilwine. To Nemhard. Here's Kilwine. Looking up the field. Plays it long over the top. Looking out wide for Akoto. Ball takes a big bounce right over Akoto's head and out of play. Bad luck there for Tormenta, as Akoto had some space if he was able to keep it in play. Here's the Austrian Kroll to throw it back in for forward Madison FC. Throws it into the center, looking for Meal. To Payne, to Wheeler Amanu. Keeps possession, fouled from behind there. Fonseca. Easy call for the referee. There's Wheeler Amanu, still down. Fonseca's second foul of this first half. Clips him right there on the calf. It's a painful one. Wheeler Amanu takes his time to get up and is walking it off. Here's forward Madison looking for a great play by Cheney, looking for Onan, shoots! Goal! Forward Madison FC. Jaden Onan scores his second of the season to give forward Madison FC the 2-1 lead. Fantastic pass by Christian Cheney to send Onan on his way. Plays it down to the right side, beats Bush into the far post. And the Flamingos take the 1-goal lead. Fantastic touch by Cheney as Onan beats Bush in one he probably would like to have back. But it's enough to get it by him. And Onan adds to his stellar play as of late. The reigning League One Player of the Week scores to give Madison the 1-goal lead. For Cheney, that's his first assist of the season. You wouldn't know it after watching that pass that sliced right through the Tormenta defense, laying it right in the path of Onan, who finished it with a plum. Fantastic job by forward Madison FC to take the 2-1 lead. As the Tormenta look over the top, that ball falls harmlessly into the hands of Shipman. For forward Madison. Here's Macias. Back to Kroll. Once again, Madison having the lead. Will look to keep possession. Trying to string together a series of passes as you see them doing now. Here's Wheeler Amanu with plenty of space on the right side of the field. Here's Payne. Back to Payne. He's happy to play it back to Meal. Plays it back all the way to Osman. Looking out wide. Here's Onan. Looking through the defense. Had a runner in Bartman. A little too much on it. Ball falls harmlessly to Bush for the Tormenta. The native of Belize plays it back to Bush. Knutson. Nice pass, finds Murphy. Now to Akoto. Back to Murphy, who continues his run. Out to Akale. Cuts in. Beats two defenders. Looks over the top. Headed out there by forward Madison to Wheeler Amanu. Continues his run. Gets it back. Tries to head it forward. No runner. Ball headed out by Kilwine. And now here's a Kale for the Tormenta. Wheeler Amanu, a little upset at that last play, not getting that ball back. As Tormenta set up and play it wide. Looking for a Koto, they have him. Loose touch though. Kroll clears it out. Forward Madison gives up the corner kick. As Tormenta look to equalize. 30th minute here in Statesboro. Lots of action in Southern Georgia tonight as Madison has the 2-1 lead. And Tormenta now with the corner kick. Here's Murphy for the Tormenta coming over to take it. As Murphy sets it up. A runner for a short corner. He gets it. Back to Murphy. Now here's Heckenberg. Plays it. Far post. Headed out by forward Madison. Put back in by Tormenta. Headed out again by forward Madison. Murphy gets it for the Tormenta. Tries to play it across. Nicely defended by Gebhard. Takes a swipe. Now here's Bartman. Murphy across the box. Ball goes out. Looks like another corner for Tormenta as Murphy goes chest to chest with Bartman. As both guys are heated after their last exchange. Looked like Murphy wanted a foul there. Gebhard comes across his leg there. And Bartman pulls his jersey from behind. Looks like Murphy has a case. Tormenta's gonna have to settle for the corner though. Played into the box, headed out by forward Madison, no foul. As the Flamingos look for him, back into the box, headed out again. Another corner kick coming. That ball headed out by Meal. As forward Madison now finds themselves under pressure. Third corner in a row for Tormenta within the last minute. Akale over to take it for South Georgia. Akale looks to put it into the box and does. Into the center of the box, headed out only as far as Curry shoots. Looks like it was off a forward Madison defender. It's gonna be another corner kick. Tormenta's fourth corner. As this ball goes to the center of the box, Madison heads it out. Corey takes a rip at it. Off a Tormenta defender, off a Madison defender. Fourth corner kick in a row here for Tormenta. As Akale looks to put it into the box again. Lots of pressure on Madison here. Short post, cleared out by Payne. Tormenta and Corey are gonna get to it. Looks back in the box, plays it high. Shipman comes out, bumped into, no call. As Madison clears it. Everybody looking for the whistle from the Madison side, they don't get it. Cleared out. Now Madison looks for a handball, but only as far as Heckenberg, who plays it back for Corey. Here's Kilwine as Tormenta looks to settle it down. 4 straight corner kicks for the Ibises, looking to equalize. Here's Akale, been dangerous all evening when he's been on the ball. Murphy. Across. Here's Fonseca. Tries to play it. Cannot find Sterling. And the referee's going to blow the whistle and give a foul on Tormenta. As it looks like Fonseca is man down for Tormenta. But the referee whistles a foul on Tormenta, awarding a free kick to Madison. Clattered into by Osmond. Tormenta player went down. Again, that looks like it's Fonseca. As Fonseca goes down and they bring the training staff on, this is an official hydration break. That's why the referee blew the whistle. Hot here in Statesboro tonight. 88 degrees at kickoff. Safety comes first for these players in USL League One. as we are in our first hydration break. Let's look back at the goals so far in this match, 3 of them. As we'll look at the first. Here's Gebhard playing it for Onan. Shoots, rebound, Cheney, the man there to finish it. Put it home for the 1-0 lead. Nice play again by Onan to get in on the keeper. And Cheney, the man on the spot for the rebound. His team leading 8 this season gives Madison the 1-0 lead. Nice play there by Corey as he tries to find Sterling. But unfortunately for forward Madison, it goes off the defender, Osmond, and it's an own goal as Tormenta will knot it up at 1. See the look on Shipman's face of despair, and Osmond unhappy with himself. Shortly thereafter, you're going to see forward Madison with a fantastic pass by Cheney, finds Onan, who buries it in the bottom right corner. I think if you ask TJ Bush, the keeper for Tormenta, if he'd like to have that one back, he probably would say he would, as that ball looked eminently savable for Bush to try to keep the score at 1-1. Unfortunately for him, Madison goes ahead 2-1 on the Onan goal, continuing his hot play of the last week plus. Onan, the reigning League One Player of the Week, has a goal and an assist tonight for Madison, as Madison looks to solidify their playoff position. Right now in 4th place, but every point gained here for forward Madison pushes them that much closer to the playoffs. Fonseca still injured for Tormenta. He's still on the sidelines. He slowly makes his way back onto the field as he's waved on by the referee after being taken down. Ironically, with no whistle, as you're going to see Madison obtains possession and looks to play forward. Here's Bartman. Plays it back. Here's Osmond. That's Macias. Looking up the field. Meal only goes as far as Kilwine. Played up, and now Tormenta on the attack. Here's Fonseca. Cuts it back. Looks for some help. Tries to find Sterling and does. Sliding tackle there by Osmond. Dangerous tackle in the box, but gets ball. Clears it away for the minute. Heckenberg was looking for Sterling. They got their wires crossed, and the ball falls harmlessly back to Shipman, who collects for forward Madison FC. Nice interchange of play there by Tormenta, but missing that final ball in the final third as Shipman finally picks it up and looks to play it out. 38th minute here in Statesboro. The visiting team, forward Madison FC, with a 2-1 lead over South Georgia Tormenta. Nice play by Cheney, plays it back for Gebhard. Cheney grabbed, still gets it to Bartman, looking for Cheney, cleared by Nemhard. Only as far as Krull, and forward Madison resets. Osmond. Looking up the field. Finds Meal. Forward Madison happy to play it at the back with the 1-goal lead. We're about 8 minutes or so from halftime. Here's Gebhard. Macias looking forward, plays it. Knutson gets a foot to it, but it goes right back to forward Madison FC as Gebhard plays it back for Krull, and now Osmond switches field. Here's Meal. Bartman to Payne as Meal surveys. As Madison begins to put passes together once again. It's played by Krull to turn it away from Fonseca as Tormenta tries to apply some pressure. Here's Macias. Here's that man, Onan. Looking for Bartman on a run, can't find him. Cleared out by Tormenta. Here's Gebhard, taken down hard by Heckenberg. He's gonna see yellow card for his troubles. Hard foul there. Looked like that foul was on Gebhardt by Heckenberg. He's the first player tonight into the book for Tormenta. Pretty easy call for the referee there. Heckenberg knew it. The referee immediately started to go to his pocket. Chris Heckenberg in the book. So we are in the 40th minute for Tormenta. Sloppy play there by Gebhardt off of his foot for Tormenta throw-in. Murphy plays it back for Knutson. As Tormenta look to move forward, here's Nemhard. Sterling all the way back to get the ball, trying to get some action. Heckenberg plays it forward. Dribbles, as you hear Coach Ian Cameron yelling instructions. His thick Scottish brogue. Plays it forward. Looking for Corey. Corey finds it, plays it forward for Fonseca. Fonseca looked to be offside, and that's what the whistle is for. Be a forward Madison FC free kick. And one of the things that we've seen a lot of tonight is both teams have midfielders that are willing to make runs through the heart of midfield. And both teams have had success finding those midfielders who are seeming to be interchangeable with the players up front. You saw it with Onan and you saw it with Cheney on the goal for Tormenta. You see it there with Heckenberg and Corey playing through, trying to find an avenue of approach for Tormenta. Here's Cheney, who goes down, looks for a foul. The referee's not moved as Tormenta look to break. Here's Akale. Akale. Back to Heckenberg, now back to Corey, now back to Nemhard. Akale couldn't find anything going forward at the time and opts to reset as the ball makes its way all the way back to Knutson. Here's Murphy, who's been the busiest of all the midfielders tonight for Tormenta. Looking long over the top, finds Akale. Diminutive midfielder has been all over the place tonight for Tormenta. Gebhardt, Wheeler Amanu. Heckenberg chasing, plays it back, here's Cheney. Cheney plays it wide, here's Gebhardt. One-on-one on Knutson, cuts it back. Ball played out by Murphy for Tormenta, nice tackle to end that moment of danger for the Tormenta as forward Madison FC broke. Nice play there by Onan coming back and playing it out of play, stopping the Tormenta from breaking. Murphy looking long and wide. That ball misplayed though, as Shipman will let it roll down to the end line, play it with his feet, and take his time to pick it up. Fonseca, the half-hearted challenge, is Nemhard in the back left for Tormenta. You can hear him talking, pushing his guys on as Shipman put it back into play. Here's Osman. Meal, back to Osman. Kroll to Onan. Onan looks forward. Was happy to play it backwards. Here's Kroll to Osman. All the way back to the keeper. That's Shipman. Osman plays it forward. Wheeler Amanu with space. Onan for Madison. Plays it out wide. Here's Kroll. Gebhardt wanted that one from Kroll, but he opts to go back to Onan as they exchange passes. Here's Macias. No pressure on him, so he elects to play it backwards. As we approach the 45-minute mark, a little bit more than a minute left in this first half, excluding injury time. Nice play by Payne. Interchanges with Bartman. Payne crosses, looking far post. Onan comes, Deflects off his own player, Gebhardt. Here's Cheney. Tries to play it. Looking for Bartman, can't find him, and eventually cleared out by Tormenta. That'll be a Madison throw-in. Moment of danger there. As you saw Gebhardt come on to the long cross from Payne, but nothing happening for Madison. Here's Onan. Played long over the top. Headed out by Corey, all the way back playing defense. As Madison will have a throw-in. 45th minute here, Madison with a 2-1 lead over Tormenta. In this all-important USL League One game tonight for playoff position. Payne throws it back. Meehl plays it across. Here's Kroll. Here's Onan. Onan looking long and wide. Headed back to Corey by Sterling, and Corey clears it. Loose play there by Meehl. It's going to go off Fonseca and out of play. That's going to be a Madison throw-in. Meehl puts it back into the feet of Macias. Here's Onan. To Kroll. To Osman.
The fourth official has indicated 2 minutes of additional time.
2 minutes of injury time, according to the PA announcer here in Statesboro. As Tormenta will have a throw-in. Akoto to throw it back in for Tormenta. You're gonna have to move quickly here to try to equalize before the half. Nemhard looking long and over the top. He might have Fonseca if he's onside, but the flag goes up. Fonseca not happy about it, but he's gonna be whistled for offside. Nice play over the top there, looking for Fonseca. Second offside from him this evening. Looking to beat that defensive line for forward Madison in on Shipman. Just goes a little bit early. It's a free kick for Madison. Shipman plays it forward. Here's Payne. Swings it across. Here's Kroll. Gets to it. Plays it forward. Looking for Onan. All goes off Onan, and it will be a Tormenta throw. Akale plays it back. Here's Akoto. Runs into the heart of defense. Tries to play it through the legs and does. Here's Fonseca, but they're gonna whistle Fonseca again for offsides. He can't believe it. The fans can't believe it. But the assistant referee on the spot again, whistling Fonseca for offsides. As the referee blows the whistle for halftime. The score at halftime here in Statesboro, forward Madison 2, South Georgia Tormenta 1. Coming up at the half, news and notes from around the league, as we will be back to Statesboro for the second half of action. Once again, the score, forward Madison 2, South Georgia Tormenta 1, here in a hot and humid night in southern Georgia.
Are you ready yet?
Clubhouse in Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures, and over 30 nonstop destinations. Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your child care needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children, and we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
Welcome back here to Statesboro. The score at halftime: Forward Madison FC 2, South Georgia Tormenta FC 1. For a look back at League One this past week, here's Jack Edwards with some highlights.
We had a 6-game Saturday last week. Let's kick it off with Charlotte hosting South Georgia Tormenta here in the 8th minute. Trace Orumbuyu going to pick out Joel Johnson. He picks out the back of the net. A perfect start for the hosts. They take an early 1-0 lead over Tormenta, and they would like to double it. Hector Acosta over the top. Miguel Ibarra, just clever, sees the keeper off his line, lofts him with the left foot. The chip is good. The lead is doubled. 2-0 they lead in the 20th minute. Mukwele Akale, though, he'd have a response. A brilliantly shaped left-footed shot makes it 2-1, cuts that in half. Just on the doorstep of halftime, though. A comeback killed off. Nick Spielman at the back post heads back Joel Johnson's corner, makes it a 3-1 game. Pedro Fonseca would score a penalty later on, just consolation. Final score goes 3-2 in favor of the hosts. Now, North Carolina, they're hosting Greenville. Going to be a ball lofted in the box. Greenville attacking here in the first half. Some headers back and forth, just dueling for it on the edge of the area. Aaron Walker will come across it, and they'll pick out the main man, Lion McKinnon. His shot picks out the back of the net. They take a 1-0 lead in the first half on the road, trying to take points off the current league leaders. In response, though, there's going to be a shot from distance. Venomous saved, and the rebound by Garrett McLaughlin put home. Equalizes in the 54th minute. 54th minute, it's 1-1. This is the 56th minute. Going to be lobbed into the box, not on the initial one here, but Luis Perez brings it in and completes the comeback with a brilliant left-footed shot. A 2-1 lead. They stay top of the league entering into this weekend. They're staying hot with a 2-1 comeback win at home. Now, Chattanooga, they're hosted Richmond. We're going to see some late first half action. The main man, Emiliano Terzaghi, receives it in the area. Going to bring it towards the byline, and a brilliant pass. Picks out Matthew Bentley. They take a 1-0 lead just on the doorstep of halftime for Richmond. They take the lead on the road. Then they double it other side of halftime. Ryan Sierakowski heads it home. They've got a 2-0 lead on the road, trying to pick up some points and maybe a late season playoff push. In response, though, Rupapa Mensah, he picks it up and he buries one into the bottom right corner from distance. It's a 2-1 game now. That was the 56th minute. 16 minutes later, again, Rupapa Mensah's header onto the bar, the shot on goal. Richard Renteria, he leaps highest, heads it towards goal. It's a 2-all game, and Javon Marsh, he's going to complete the comeback. 2 goals down, up 3-2. Chattanooga wins it against Richmond. Massive 3 points for them to earn at home. Now, final game of last Saturday, Northern Colorado Hailstorm hosting Union Omaha. This first penalty scored by Joe Gallardo puts that one into the back of the net. Now, in response, trying to stop a losing streak is Northern Colorado. It's going to sit up nicely for Lucky Oprah, and his shot coolly placed in the back of the net makes it 1-1 in the 38th minute. Again, another penalty. This time, JP Skiers puts it away, makes it 2-1. A pair of penalties in the first half makes it 2-1. Now Connor Doyle, his corner in the box. What a hedger. What a header by Pedro Dolabella. Puts that one in. The insurance goal for 3-1. It was a vital one because searching for another one later on in the game, Northern Colorado would find another one. They're going to work their way into the box, cleverly picking out Irvin Parra. His ball picks out Lucky Oprah, and he's got a brace from left back. Bring it into a 1-goal game, but it's not enough in the end. A 3-2 win for Omaha on the road. And now, that was some games from last weekend. Both Knoxville and Lexington played, but then they played in the Barrel Brawl round 3 on Friday. This is now from yesterday. A ball switched out wide by Lexington. Gio Calixto, that's a high boot. That's a red card. They're down to 10 men now for the rest of the match, 39th minute onwards. It's still 0-0 though. Second half, 60th minute. Angelo Kelly's going to pick it up, and he knows they're down a man. Doesn't matter when he can place a shot like this into the top right corner. They take the 1-0 lead, and they take the Barrel Brawl. Maybe a late playoff push for Knoxville. That brings you up to speed with USL League One. News and notes on the other side of this break.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Yo, roll it down.
I am.
You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What? Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio.
Kevin, you could use your phone.
What? What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What?
This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it.
What?
Welcome back here to Statesboro. Here's some news and notes. Alexis Cerritos was called up to the El Salvador national team training camp in San Salvador earlier this week for Fuego FC. Congratulations to Cerritos. League Two champs return as Danny Robles returns to Northern Colorado after winning the League Two title with Ballard. And the player of the week, you're watching him tonight, Jaden Oden, recorded his assist in each of Madison's 2 matches in Week 22. We jump into the team of the week. 3 people in this game tonight made the team of the week. Mason not playing for the Tormenta tonight. Fonseca is playing for the Tormenta tonight, and there's that man again, Onan, with a goal and an assist this evening. We look around the scores around League One. North Carolina continues their hot play right now in the second half, up 2-0 on Richmond. Knoxville SC won a very important game last night against Lexington SC to boost their playoff chances by a score of 1-0. And Union Omaha in the first half, also a team that tends to be pretty hot. They're up 1-0 on Chattanooga Red Wolves FC. Upcoming schedule this week, a number of important games for playoff positioning. Take a look at Wednesday nights on ESPN Plus. South Georgia Tormenta FC playing Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC in a rescheduled game. And then on Saturday night, Forward Madison FC takes on the Central Valley Fuego FC, looking to consolidate their playoff position. Have more on this as we go to break. From Statesboro, we'll be back with the second half of action after this.
Are you suffering from hip or knee pain? Don't let the pain hold you back. The region's most experienced robotic joint replacement team at Optum Health System offers an individually tailored approach that is more precise and creates smaller incisions. For you, that can mean a faster recovery with less pain. Your comeback starts here. Call today to find out if robotic-assisted joint replacement is right for you.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullitt County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success.
Welcome back here to Statesboro, Georgia. It's halftime. Forward Madison FC up by a score 2-1 as we take a look at the first half highlights. Forward Madison FC from the beginning took the attack to Tormenta as Gebhard found Jaden Oden in the box. He shoots, it's saved, but Christian Cheney with his 8 of the year. Johnny on the spot to head that one in. Forward Madison FC goes up 1-0. Tormenta would respond. Jackson Curry, fantastic play as he beats Payne. Looks into the center of the box, trying to find Sterling, but it's going to deflect off Osman for Forward Madison FC. That's going to be an own goal. It's going to tie the score at 1-1. And here's the third goal. Fantastic play here. Christian Cheney with a magnificent touch sends Jaden Oden in on the keeper Bush. Beats him to the low right-hand side. That's going to give Forward Madison FC the lead 2-1. Take a look at the first half stats. I think the thing that sticks out when you look at these first half stats is the possession. Forward Madison with 64% of the possession. And not many shots on target. For Tormenta, they have 0 shots on target so far this evening.
Substitution for Tormenta FC. Exiting the match, number 13, Dalton Knudsen. Coming into the match, number 45, Kingsford all day.
As we get ready here for second half action. Tormenta breaking the huddle, needing to find an equalizer to try to get some points out of this game to enhance their playoff situation. As Cheney and Onan look ready for Forward Madison, just waiting for the whistle. And here we go, second half is off. Forward Madison has been fantastic this season. They're unbeaten in their last 7 USL League One matches when leading at halftime, dating back all the way to June 4th of this season. That's 5 wins and 2 draws as Tormenta look to break. Here's Akale. Looks forward, nobody up there. As we look at the lineups and how they might have changed at halftime, Tormenta is going to bring on a sub. Number 45, Kingsford Adje, comes on for Dalton Knudsen at the back for Tormenta. Ball played over the top. Looking for Cheney. Cheney's whistled for the offside. Some bad news for Tormenta. They are 0-0-8 when trailing at halftime in USL League One this season. Coach Ian Cameron is hoping that changes tonight. As Tormenta look forward, here's Kilwine. Murphy, the center of attention of a lot of Tormenta's moves in the first half. The ball goes all the way back to Bush, the keeper for Tormenta. Tormenta look to break. Here's Nemhard. plays it forward. Fonseca. Dispossessed by Bartman, fighting to win the ball back, and does. Fonseca wins possession. Bartman thrown to the ground, no call. Ball played out wide by Heckenberg. Crossed. Ball's going to come right back to Heckenberg. Looks forward, right back to him as he plays it out wide. Ball played for Sterling. He's going to have a rip from about 25 yards off a forward Madison defender and out of play. Sterling didn't have many touches in that first half. He's the danger man for Tormenta. Takes an early rip. Sees it go out of play. Here's Akoto. Here's Adjei, the substitute just on for the Tormenta. Murphy looks into the center looking for Sterling. Ball headed wide. Here's Corey. Corey crosses it. Here's Fonseca. Dribbles by a defender. And that's Osman, who takes down Fonseca and is whistled for a penalty kick. Take a look at the replay here. Osman adds to his tough evening. He's responsible for the own goal in the first half. It looks like he's the man who takes down Fonseca. Nice move by Fonseca. And it is. It's Osman, the captain for forward Madison FC, who concedes the penalty kick. Here is Sterling for Tormenta. Shoots. Goal! South Georgia Tormenta. Sterling finds his way onto the score sheet. A very casual walk-up, puts it in the back of the net for Tormenta. His 8th of the season. Tying this one up at 2. A captain for the Tormenta, putting them back in this contest on even terms. Sterling in the 49th ties this up at 2. As Macias plays it out wide, Neal plays it forward. Looking for Cheney, intercepted. It's Adjei. Kilwine. Receives it back from Bush and begins to look forward. Nemhard. Corey. Dribbles by 2 defenders, but loses it to Wheeler Amanu. Regains possession. Corey's off. Looks wide, finds Akale off his foot. Adjei chases after that one. It's going to be off forward Madison, and it's going to be a Tormenta corner. I know Madison was not happy about that. Felt Adjei pushed the defender out of play. Should have been whistled for a foul, but Kroll muscled off by Adjei. Off of Kroll, that's going to be a corner. As Tormenta put it back into play quickly. Rolls all the way through, and it's going to be a Tormenta throw-in off a deflection from forward Madison. Here's Fonseca. Nemhard. Heckenberg. Sterling loses possession. Battle inside. Heckenberg wins it. Madison gains control. Here's Payne as he sends it long and wide. Nemhard puts it back into the middle. Heckenberg gets there first, but Onen heads it down, and now Onen's on the attack with Cheney. Kilwine gets there for the Tormenta and is fouled by Onen. Expertly done there by Kilwine. He stepped in front of Onen and forces Onen to foul him. Tormenta quickly gets the ball back in play with momentum on their side. 2-2 in the 52nd minute here in Statesboro. Here's Heckenberg. Long play by Murphy. He finds Ajay. Ajay looking for Sterling, can't find him. Deflected there. Looked like by Meal, who was over there making the play and not allowing it to get to Sterling. Shipman's going to collect and put it back in play. Here comes Madison. Here's Kroll. Forward Madison retains possession. Foul there by Murphy. Goes in hard. Gets a talking to by the referee. The Madison player still down. I believe that's Bartman. Been fouled a couple of times tonight in a not so nice manner by the Tormenta. Leaves his foot in. Murphy takes it, and it will be a forward Madison free kick. Hot and humid here in Statesboro tonight. Kickoff, 88 degrees with 83% humidity. Wears on these players as this has been an up and down energetic contest between two teams. As we see a substitution here is Onan coming off for the Tormenta. Correction, Onan coming off for forward Madison. We're going to see Pierre De Silva come on. Wonder if Onan picked up a knock. He's been playing fantastic football this evening. As De Silva looks to come on for the Flamingos. (2-2) here in Statesboro. As De Silva waits to come on. Second half started and Tormenta got right after it. Pretty much from the opening possession. You see a foul committed in the box. Keziah Sterling steps up and buries it as Onan finally comes off and De Silva comes on for the Flamingos. De Silva skilled in his own right there. Very good with the ball at his feet. Also has the ability to potentially score some goals here for forward Madison in the second half. Here's Meal. Looks over the top, all cut out by Corey. Looking for Payne. It's going to be a Madison throw-in. Bartman and Payne have been pretty much interchangeable up the right wing tonight for Madison, as that has been their chosen route of attack so far this evening. Played up front. There's De Silva with his first touches. Kroll, Wheeler Amanu. Osman steps on it, loses it. Here comes Akale. He looks for Sterling, shoots! Goal! South Georgia Tormenta. Keziah Sterling, second of the evening, 9th of the season, puts Tormenta up by a score of 3-2. Fantastic finish by the Englishman. Taking advantage of a mistake by the center back and captain, Osman, who makes his second mistake of the half, his third of the night. Unfortunately for him, all three goals he's had something to do with. Sterling bangs it home in the 56th minute to make it 3-2 Tormenta. Sterling did not play last week. Coach Ian Cameron couldn't wait to get him back on the field tonight. He was hoping that Sterling would have passed all his health checks this week, and he did. Sterling's ready to go, and you've seen it tonight. 2 goals for the hitman for Tormenta. Ball played over the top. Again, looking for Payne as forward Madison looked to respond and push forward. Ball will go out of play. Be a Tormenta throw-in. Fans getting after it. Supporters group, Cat 5. You can hear them in the background, banging their drums. They are a critical component, according to those who work for Tormenta, to urge their guys on to victory. The players just love playing in front of Cat 5. Here's Sterling. Tries to play it out wide, cut off. Here's Gebhardt. Has some space. Takes it, plays it out wide. Here's De Silva. Looks to cross. Step in there by Tormenta. Specifically, that's a Kodo who stepped in and headed it. But it will be Ajay who tries to play it off of De Silva. The linesman doesn't see it that way. Assistant referee points for a forward Madison throw-in. Ball intercepted. Fantastic play. Here's a Kale from Fonseca. Kale chips it. Goal! South Georgia Tormenta. Mukwale Akale for the Tormenta with his 7th of the season. Making the score 4-2 here in Statesboro. Tormenta have it by the teeth as they are launching attack after attack against the league's best defensive team and have found a ton of joy in this second half, scoring 3 goals to turn this game on its head. Tormenta lead 4-2. Fantastic pass by Fonseca to put Akale through, as Ian Cameron talked quite a bit this week about Fonseca being their final third orchestrator. You saw it there. Amazing pass by Fonseca to put Akale through, and Tormenta up 2 goals. Madison, shell-shocked. You're gonna see there a foul on Tormenta. Christian Cheney taken down by Murphy. Foul was whistled, and then Murphy moving backwards. It looked like he accidentally stepped on Cheney, immediately putting his hands up, claiming he didn't do it on purpose. But the referee trying to sort things out here as he wants to bring Cheney and Murphy together. As the captain for forward Madison, Osmond, trying to get a word in with the ref. Both gentlemen are yellow carded, it looks like. Murphy for the foul. Cheney going after Murphy and putting his hands on him. Looks like gets him a yellow card as well. Here's the play. Cheney goes down hard. Murphy doesn't see him fall. You could definitely see it there. Murphy did not have his head turned when he stepped on Cheney. Was not happy about that foul. Cheney immediately going after Murphy, and both of them will see yellow for their troubles. Cheney saying, as you can hear on the audio, kicked him in his head. The referee decides to try to calm things down and issues yellow cards to both Cheney and Murphy in the 60th minute. De Silva puts it in. Cheney gets his head to it. That ball off his head, out of play. That's going to be a goal kick for the Tormenta. This game has absolutely been turned on its head in the second half. First 15 minutes, 3 goals by the Tormenta, all 3 of them quality goals. As you've seen Tormenta attack and attack again against this fantastic forward Madison defense. As we see forward Madison gonna make some changes. The 2 changes, number 8, Eric Connerty, coming on along with number 14, Mauro Cicero. Connerty on for Macias, who takes his leave in the 62nd minute. And Cicero is coming on for Gebhard, as it's difficult to see due to the smoke being thrown on the field based on multiple goals being scored by the home team in this second half. Here comes Madison. De Silva plays it across. It's going to be intercepted by Ajay. He's happy to play it back to Kodo. Plays it back for Bush, well out of his net. Heckenberg. Akoto. Unfortunately turns it back over for him, for Cheney. Cheney tries to step on it, can't get to it. Akoto comes back. Nice defense by Heckenberg to stop that attack. Very dangerous moment there for Tormenta as Cheney broke in off the turnover. Madison looking. Here comes Bartman. Tries to get onto it and can't. Fonseca does for Tormenta. Plays it out wide. Here comes Ajay. Steps on it. Looks for help. Plays it back. Here is Heckenberg. Akale turns it over. Looks for the foul. Doesn't get it. As Madison looked to play forward. Here's Payne. Playing it all the way across. As Madison looked to play it forward from the back. Here's Osmond. Plays it out wide. That's Kroll. As Madison looked to advance the ball down the field. Looking for men, can't find him. Played out wide. Here's Meal. Played up top. Bartman touches it aside. Here's Wheeler Amanu. Plays it out wide. Looking across. Too long out of play. Let's take a look at the replay. As the ball is played back, Cheney looks to shoot. Nice play by Heckenberg as the goalie, Bush, was out of position. As Cheney broke in, if he took that earlier, he might have had a chance to bury that in the back of the net as Bush was caught a little bit off his line. Here's Nemhard. Plays it long and over the top. Headed down. Here's Payne. Looking forward. Here's Cheney. Madison continuing the run, can't get there. Bush clears it. All the way back to Osmond. Played out wide. Back to Osmond. Now back to Meal. Here's Payne. Plays it over the top. Here's Bartman. Loses it. Heckenberg. Fonseca. Quickly for the Tormenta as they try to turn it. Osmond steps in and intercepts. Wheeler Amanu. Payne. Here's Meal. Tries to play it across. Looked like Murphy stuck his foot in there. Almost intercepted it. Unfortunate for Murphy as he read that correctly but couldn't get there in time for the Tormenta. Turnover there. Ball played back to the Tormenta as Ajay. Now all the way back to Kilwine. Kilwine looks forward now with the 2-goal lead. The Tormenta are going to take their time as they look upfield. Ball played down the line. Ajay trying to run onto it, can't get there. Ball played by Kroll back to the keeper. Here's Shipman. And play it long. He's going to turn it over. Here's Corey for the Tormenta. Fonseca plays it back. Here's Nemhard. Ball played over the top. Ajay muscling in, can't win it. Ball played out wide. And here comes forward Madison again. Here's Connerty. Plays it long and over the top, looking for Payne. More than happy to get upfield from his right back position. As Madison looked to get back in this game. Here's Osmond. Meal. Looking long and wide. Can't find Cheney. But Madison get to it before it goes out of play. Here's De Silva, crosses, looking for Cheney, heads it. Long and wide. That's going to be a goal kick for the Tormenta. Cheney continues to make himself available for those crosses in the box. De Silva puts a good ball into the box. Cheney can only head it high and wide.
Madison. Exiting the match, Derek Gebhard and Aiden Messias. Entering the match, Mauro Chichero. And
Player down for the Tormenta. Still looking to see who that is. It looks like it's Ajay, the substitute who came on for Tormenta. That is Ajay. He's having his leg worked on by the training staff. Players hydrate themselves.
We are back home Wednesday, September.
In a very difficult situation with the weather being as it is. 88 degrees at kickoff, 83% humidity. I'm seeing a lot of these guys start to go down and take their time getting up. This is when you start to see cramping set in, when you have weather this hot and this humid. Looks like Ajay's all right. As play resumes, it looks like he's going to try to make his way back on. (4-2) Tormenta. We enter the 69th minute. 3 second-half goals by South Georgia have turned this game on its head. Madison led in the first half 2-1, had commanding possession of the ball, and Tormenta came out like their season depended on it in the second half, which Coach Ian Cameron had alluded to in our pregame talk, that every one of these games and every 3 points is vital for a team like his in 8th, who's looking to try to get back into this. Here's Corey playing long over the top. Looks like he's onside. He tries to cut it back. Nice defense there by forward Madison as Corey tries to get it back. Neal is the one who dispossessed Corey, and it's going to be a forward Madison goal kick. What a pass out of the break from Tormenta all the way in the back. Looked like Kilwine over the top. Found Corey, he was onside. Great defense here by Meal to dispossess Corey, play it off of him, and eventually watch it roll out of play. Here's Osman for forward Madison. Meal looks forward. Hard pass into the feet of Payne, who looks for Cheney. Cheney plays it off his foot. It kind of goes through, and here Bush with a great job of touching it right around the on-rushing De Silva before it's cleared out of danger. Dangerous pass there by the Tormenta back to their own keeper. The second one of those this half. They're going to see this one out. They can't give forward Madison chances like that as this game comes to its conclusion. Here is Connerty. Tries to ping it wide, looking for Payne, and that ball's going to roll out of play. Connerty has been a heavy part of the action here in the second half for Madison as he looks forward, trying to find guys making runs to try to get Madison back in this game. Here's Corey for Tormenta. Headed by Meal. And here's Sterling. Dispossessed. Meal takes it, plays it for Bartman. And here's Cheney, who tries to play it through for Bartman. And Cheney falls down again. Nemhart clatters into him, but no foul, as I think the ref thought Cheney made a meal of that play. And there's no whistle. Here is Meal. Back to Osman. He's had a series of unfortunate events for him tonight. The captain's been good all season for forward Madison, but he's been part of at least 3 of the 4 Tormenta goals. Meal plays it back. Here's Connerty. Kale harassing him. Meal gets it back. Here's Wheeler Amanu. Kroll finds Cheney, chips it through. Here's De Silva. Shoots. Defended, cleared by the Tormenta. Chichero with a shot for forward Madison. Gets it back. Lays it out wide. Here's De Silva. Cross comes from Madison, headed out by Kilwine. Played really quickly by Cicero. As Madison looks to try to break through this Tormenta defense. One thing Madison can look to is the fact that Tormenta have had a very difficult time this season closing out games. Gives them hope to try to get a couple of goals here to at least try to get a point out of this one on the road. Shot from distance from Kroll. Long and wide. Tormenta will take those all night long as Bush puts it down for a goal kick. 73rd minute here in Statesboro. Mike Jenkins, glad you're here with us this evening for a fantastic display of offensive soccer. 4-2 Tormenta with the lead, looking to try to get back into that playoff hunt, chasing 5 points for that 6th and final playoff position. Akale heads it forward, looking for Curry, but headed out by Osman and cleared forward. Headed back by Nemhard. And headed all the way back to the keeper Shipman. 4 goals conceded by Shipman tonight. It's rare for a guy who's given up 22 goals in 22 games before tonight's match. Here's Bartman for Madison. Continues his run. Ball's played back to Cicero. Here's Bartman. Connerty. Out wide, here's Kroll. Crosses it, far post, looking for somebody to get onto it. Wheeler Amanu does. Correction, that's Bartman. Plays it through Corey's legs. Nemhard clears that out of the way, and there's a coming together of these two players as they push and shove. As Nemhard was not happy that Payne went down, asking for a foul. Both players coming together, heads colliding. Be interesting to see what the referee does with this. If he's consistent like he was earlier, he's probably going to card both players, and he does. Payne gets a yellow card, so does Nemhard. As you see the replay, Bartman plays it down, tries to shoot off of Fonseca. Takes it in the lower abdomen. Shoulder hit Payne in the head from Nemhard, but both guys pushing and shoving, both guys yellow carded, and we play on. Here's Cheney, forward Madison, plays it in, cleared out, here's Connerty. Plays it for Cheney. Leads USL League One in shots with 80. Has a goal tonight. Looking to get on the score sheet again. Here's Kroll. De Silva. Turns. Nice play, possessing the ball for De Silva. Looks for a cross. Looking for Cheney. That ball's going to be headed out by Akoto, and that's going to be a forward Madison corner kick. About 15 minutes left in this one, minus injury time. Madison looking to try to cut this to a 1-goal game as some substitutions come on here in the 76th minute. Looks like 2 for Tormenta. Davey Mason, number 16, is going to come on. Arthur Boshua will also come on. Boshua will replace Mukwele Akale, who's on the score sheet tonight. And Mason looks to replace Fonseca, who had an assist tonight.
Yellow cards were recently issued to Stephen Payne and Deshaun.
As the Tormenta look to refresh themselves in the last 15 minutes of this game. Play resumes, it'll be a Madison corner. Boshua replacing Akale. It's a bigger body in that box as they look for Cheney for the header from the corner, and he couldn't get there. Wheeler Amanu. Plays it wide. Here's Meal. Payne shoots it across, headed out by the Tormenta. That was Sterling, long range shot, just high and wide. Bush was troubled for a second there as he looked high and wide of himself and was happy to see that ball go wide. Here's Connerty from long distance, 40 yards out. Great hit, just wide. This will be the second half hydration break. So once again, safety is paramount here. 88 degrees at kickoff, a couple degrees cooler now, but that humidity at 83% humidity is the kicker there. Let's take a look at the 3 goals that Tormenta scored this half, all 3 of them. First, Sterling on the penalty kick conceded by Osman. Very nice and composed finish by Sterling to make it 2-2. Here's Akale playing in Sterling for his second as he plays it by an on-rushing Shipman. Can't get there. Expertly dispatched into the bottom right-hand corner, and here's Akale, played through by Fonseca. A deft chip over the top of Shipman, giving Tormenta the 2-goal lead. Fantastic effort there by Akale. As Tormenta, with just a little bit more than 12 minutes left with injury time, are looking to hopefully see this one out and hope to gain the 3 points here at home. Looks like another sub coming on after the hydration break. 17, Elijah Ammo is coming on for number 11, Jackson Corey. Another sub to refresh. Sub to refresh the wide areas for Tormenta. Bush puts it back into play. Here's Kilwine, looking up the field, looking long for Boshua. Couldn't get his head to it, cut out by Meal. Plays it across. As Kroll looks forward for Madison. 80th minute here in Statesboro. Ball played out off the sub, Amo, and it will be a Madison throw-in. Here's Creel. Madison looking for something to up their spirits. Here's Meal. Tormenta back compact, as you can hear Coach Ian Cameron barking on the sideline, trying to keep his boys together on the back line. Here's Bartman. Plays it back for Shishiro. Now Bartman again looks to attack. Akoto plays him off the ball. Physical play by Akoto as he plays it out for a Madison throw-in. Akoto's been good tonight, up and down that right sideline in the first half. More on the defensive side this second half, trying to consolidate control for the Tormenta. Here's the long throw into the box. Headed, looked like by Osmond, who was all the way up for the header, played out. Boshua trying to win the header and loses it. Connerty wins it, but only gets it back as far as Heckenberg. Played it forward for Murphy. Murphy's fouled, and now we have a free kick for the Tormenta as more subs make their way onto the pitch as we enter the 81st minute. As Vasquez coming on for forward Madison. And Payne making his way off for the Flamingos.
Substitution for forward Madison, exiting the match, number 22, Stephen Payne.
Ball played long. Cicero cuts it out for forward Madison, keeps in. Here's Ajay by 2 defenders, by a third. Tries to find Boshua, can't. Here's the ball played forward. Here's Cheney. Wheeler Amanu plays it wide. as they play it forward into the corner. This is Vasquez. Madison plays it out. Here's Wheeler Amanu. Robert Screen also makes an appearance for forward Madison off the bench. Osman cut out by Heckenberg. Played back. Akoto clears for the Tormenta. Wheeler Amanu. Plays it for Screen for the Mingos. Neal plays it wide. And for the Mingos, that's played too long for Creel and too hard for Creel to where he's not able to get to it, and it will be a Tormenta throw-in, and they will take their time with this. Fans, as a thank you for watching today's broadcast, Tormenta FC has provided a promo code for 10% off your purchase at tormentafcshop.com. The online store has official TFC apparel, jerseys, and accessories. The promo code to get 10% off your entire merchandise order is USL Champions, all caps and no spaces. Use the code USL Champions at tormentafcshop.com to get 10% off your entire merchandise order. 84th minute here in Statesboro. Home team, Tormenta, with a 2-goal lead as they look to get onto this long ball, but it's going to be whistled off sides. Looking for Boshua as Shipman resets and puts it back into play. Here's Osman. Madison pushed forward. Looks for Cheney. Cheney's going to be whistled offside. Nice play by the Tormenta back line. Consecutive plays where offsides are going to be whistled. Every one of these offsides whistles kills 15 to 30 seconds of this clock, which the Tormenta are watching with anticipation. Ball played forward. Boshua's going to get to it as he beats Creel. Boshua looking for Sterling. Ball off of Creel. That's going to be a Tormenta corner. Again, every dead ball we're seeing is going to knock some time off that clock. As the ball boy getting some exercise, going over and grabbing that one off the end line. We sit in the 85th minute as Adjay is going to come over and put this back into play for the Tormenta. Talking to Ian Cameron this week, he was talking about how they were acutely aware of their need to win games and win them now. And his team has come out, and especially in the second half, with this attitude of aggressiveness from the onset. And has taken this 2-goal lead into the 85th minute. Here's the corner off of Murphy's leg for the Tormenta, but off his leg and out. The ball's going to bounce back to Shipman, who's going to play it fast, and he's going to play it up the field. Looking long for Cheney, can't find him, headed out, but only as far as Vasquez. Vasquez has it for forward Madison. Celestino Vasquez plays it to Connerty. Creel crosses, looking for Vasquez, can't get to it. Cleared out. Murphy gets ahead to it. Only goes as far as Meal for Madison. Plays it across. Here's Creel. Gets it back from De Silva. Silva looking into the box. Off of Kilwine. Here's Screen. Plays it back across, but off the back of a Tormenta defender. Here's Vasquez. Off the head of Kilwine. Wheeler Amanu to Screen. Plays it across. Cleared out. Only as far as Creel. Shoots. Deflection. And Bush is going to get to it. Tripped on the turf monster. Looks like he hurt his ankle. Great pressure by Madison as this ball ping-ponged around the box. Bush is going to get it, and he's going to be okay. He puts it back into play. Boshua using that big frame, trying to get onto long balls for the Tormenta. Ball played, shot! Boshua gets to it, but Shipman gets there, gets his legs to it, saves it, plays it out for Creel. Another bad back pass by Madison, almost costs him as Boshua gets to it but can't put it in the net. Nice play by Shipman. Here's Creel, plays it long over the top. Finds Bartman, heads it forward to Cheney. I'll have to look at the tape. It's either Cheney or Bartman who was offside on the initial pass, but I think it's going to be Cheney who's going to be whistled again. We look back at the replay. Osmond plays it back, tipped by Boshua. Can't get it by the keeper. Shipman would have made a bad night that much worse for Osmond if that would have gone in the back of the net. Looks like we have another sub coming onto the field. Correction. Sub hasn't come on yet, is waiting at half field for the substitution. Play whistled down for a foul. And now you're going to see the sub come on.
Substitution for Tormenta FC.
Tormenta
Exiting the match, number 9, Keziah Sterling.
Are going to bring on number 20, Colin Masiunas. An extra defender here. For the man with the record-setting evening, that's Keziah Sterling. Sterling is fantastic tonight. 2 goals. He becomes the all-time leader in goals scored for the South Georgia Tormenta franchise. 28 goals in his career for Keziah Sterling. What a night for him. Is a key part of this 4-2 Tormenta lead. Here's Ajay. Going to be whistled down. Handball. And Madison looks to play it quickly. Wheeler Amanu. Plays it wide. Here's screen. Pressure forces screen to go backwards. Plays it for Vasquez, who's looking for screen in a foot race. But both Tormenta players defeat screen to that foot race, and they watch it go out of play. That's going to be a throw-in. Nice effort by the Tormenta tonight as we enter the 90th minute. Especially defensively when they've had to be solid at the back. They have been in this second half as Madison has piled on the pressure. Put back into play, screen heads it back in. And played across by the Tormenta. Ajay gets to it, but it's going to go to Cheney for Madison. Cheney looks for help, looks out wide, finds Cichero. Shot! Just over the crossbar for Cichero. Bush happy to watch that one go over the top. That's going to be a Tormenta goal kick. A rip from distance from Cichero. Just over the crossbar as we're now approaching injury time. We've been told it's going to be 6 minutes of injury time to be added on here in Statesboro. Ball headed down. Here's Boshua. Plays off with Madison defender to Murphy, who's hobbling along. Now played over the top. Here's Boshua. Volleys it, shoots it. Headed out. Here's Ajay for the Tormenta.
The fourth official has indicated 6 minutes of additional time.
Ajay's happy to pass it and find Amo. As the Tormenta look to play backwards, here's Akoto. Ball played off Cichero. That's going to be a Tormenta throw-in. Here's Akoto. Plays it back for Masiunas. Headed forward and now cleared by Madison. Here's Heckenberg. Pressured by the Madison defense, he plays it backwards. That's Nemhard. Physical game for Nemhard this evening. Played wide by Tormenta, crossed. That's gonna be off a screen and it's gonna be a corner kick for the Tormenta. As Danny Mason hustling down there on that left-hand wing from his left back position to win the corner for Tormenta. As Ajay and Murphy go over to take the corner. Played short. Third member of the squad in that corner. Looks like Boshua using that big frame. Ball's put out of play. Looks like it's going to be another corner for Tormenta. Correction. It's going to be a throw-in for Tormenta as we enter this almost third minute of injury time. Ball played out again, close quarters. It's going to be a Tormenta throw. Bashua has been a presence since he's come off the bench tonight. Big body, replacing Akale. He's been on the ball quite a bit late in this game for Tormenta. Ball played off Ajay. It's going to be a Madison throw-in. Screen throws it long. Looks for Vasquez, played forward. Now off of Madison, off of Wheeler Amanu for a Tormenta throw-in. Taking their time, watching the clock dwindle away. As Mason comes to take the throw for South Georgia. Throws it long. Bashua trying to get to it and keep it in. The assistant referee adjudged that it went out of bounds. It's going to be a forward Madison throw. Screen, looking for somebody, anybody to get open. Finds it, but it's only headed as far as Murphy for the Tormenta. Here's a Kodo. Cicero got the ball, referee no whistle, and here comes Madison on the counter. Here's De Silva for Cicero. Ball back for Creel. Cicero looks in the center. Can't find either of the two men. And now a whistle comes after the play is blown dead. You're going to have the referee take a look here as Cicero came in and got the ball. Tormenta player down as the referee blew his whistle. Still waiting kind of to see what the call is on. Man down for Tormenta. And the ref may have just stopped play based on the extent of the injury. It looks like that may be what is going to happen. Madison will start with the ball, looks like, when play is resumed, meaning that play was stopped due to Kodo's injury. You can see in the center of your screen, Madison perched over the ball there. It looks like they will get possession back once play restarts. As we are, as Kodo walks his way off the field. 5th minute of injury time out of a possible 6 minutes. Probably going to see some added on to that based on this injury timeout here. As the referee is now ready to put the ball back into play. 4-2, Tormenta over Madison as Wheeler Amanu puts it back into play. Here's Cicero. Zakoto comes back onto the pitch. Vasquez plays it back. Cross by Creel, headed out by the Tormenta. Here's Meal, plays it wide to Screen. Back to Meal. Nothing doing for Screen on the right side. Tries to play it across, played out by Mason. It's going to be a Madison throw. Here's Meal. Plays it across. It's Connerty. To Creel, and now plays it back for Osmond. Plays it forward, and here comes Ajay. Ajay on the counter for the Tormenta. He's going to play it out wide. Here's Amo. Hustling down that right wing. Cuts it back. Shoots. That's off of Osmond. Captain for Madison. That's going to be a corner kick for the Tormenta. As time dwindles away on Madison here, as this one slowly but surely coming to an end. Great hustle by Amo to get up in the play. As the corner's put back in by Ajay. Bashua. Big forward gets into the corner, ball played off of Madison. That's gonna be another corner kick for the Tormenta as they're trying to see this one out. Make Ian Cameron a happy man. In our discussion this week, we were talking about their home form, and he was well aware he was well aware that they were struggling. As Boshua and a number of players from forward Madison come together in that corner. Ball's played on. Ball's played out wide. Here's Mason hustling up for the Tormenta. He plays it. Here's Amo. As he dribbles down into the corner. And that's the final whistle. Final score, South Georgia Tormenta in a much needed effort. It's the 4-2 victory over the visiting forward Madison FC. What an effort tonight by the Tormenta to get the much needed 3 points at home. Here's our man of the match, Isaiah Sterling, 2 goals on his ledger this evening, becoming the all-time leading scorer for the organization. Here's his 2nd goal of the match. Pretty much the decisive one here as he strips Osman, plays it out to Akale, plays back in. Sterling expertly taken into the bottom right-hand corner, beating Shipman. That's also our play of the match from Statesboro. Once again, Isaiah Sterling, 27th career goal with the Tormenta, the most in team history this evening. Record setting for Sterling. Here's our save of the match. Goes back. The goalie Bush for Tormenta with the fancy footwork to elude the on-rushing De Silva. Bush calms it down and clears it out. Really the last true sign of danger that Tormenta faced on the evening, making Coach Ian Cameron a happy man. Final score, South Georgia Tormenta FC 4, forward Madison FC 2. We'll have highlights next.
Health System's commitment to you has not changed. Unmatched safety and compassionate care. Others may talk about the new normal, but at Optum Health System, we've always provided high-quality, personalized care safely. If you have recently delayed your care, we want to reassure you we are prepared to care for you. Our absolute...
Back here to Statesboro. Final score, the home team, South Georgia Tormenta FC 4, forward Madison FC 2. Let's take a look at the game's highlights. We'll look at all 6 goals scored tonight by these two teams, starting with Jaden Onan, Schott and Cheney scoring his 8th of the year, heading it in to give forward Madison FC the 1-0 lead. Later on in the first half, Corey for the Tormenta plays it through the legs of Payne, drives towards the net, tries to cross and find Sterling, but it's off the center back, Osman, the captain for forward Madison FC. Beginning of a night to forget for him. As it's off his leg and into the net, making it 1-1 between these two teams. Ball play through, fantastic touch by Cheney, playing in Onan. He's gonna score forward Madison FC's 2nd. That's his stellar week and a half continues for Onan, the USL League One Player of the Week. Here's Corey for Tormenta, looking for Fonseca, and the foul on Osman puts Tormenta and Sterling at the spot, and he buries it nice and easy into the center of the net, but he wasn't done. Here's Akale finding Sterling after a turnover, and he taps it into the right-hand corner right by Shipman. Sterling, our player of the game this evening. Fantastic play by the number 9 for Tormenta. And then Fonseca with an absolute dime finds Akale, who chips it over the top of the on-rushing Shipman. That's going to be the 4th goal of the game, and enough for South Georgia Tormenta to end up taking the win tonight, 4-2. Match stats 13 shots, 12 shots for the Tormenta, 13 for Madison. Possession still heavily in Madison's favor, but shots on target and goals. 4 shots on target, 4 goals. That tends to lead you to some victories. Ian Cameron, coach of Tormenta, will be happy. Not surprising that this 6-goal outburst happens on fireworks night here in Statesboro, as the Tormenta get the much-needed home win this evening, getting the 3 points that they need to stay in the playoff race. Tormenta and their fans go home happy. They win by the score of 4-2. Fans coming out, watching their home team fall behind, but they come back strong. And 3 second-half goals led by Keziah Sterling will end up giving South Georgia Tormenta FC the 3 points at home in a physical confrontation over forward Madison FC. Thanks for joining us. See you next time from Statesboro.
Telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.